What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Will of DDT. We are bringing you round 5 in our special edition of Pirate Rumble. We're covering Sully's Abode case tournament. I'm joined with my co-host Bia, and I'm actually kind of excited for this matchup because this is a matchup that I'm always excited to see with Red Purple Law going into Sakazuki. So without wasting any time, let's just jump into it.
Again, welcome back to the 170 player tournament. We're pretty far into it. We're at round 5, and like Mujinator said, I'm excited whenever a Red Purple leader is played, right? Obviously, Red Purple Luke is my favorite, but Law is no slouch. And it looks like Law went first, and he passed. And Sakazuki is just using leader ability, trashing a 7-drop Borsellino to draw.
Now, the reason why I'm so excited for this matchup is because both these leaders want to do something very, very similar. They both are just focusing on removing the opponent's board every single turn. Law does it by just keeping low down, and Sakazuki does it with his eyes closed because he just has so much removal. So I just want to see who ends up removing the board a bit better than the other leader.
I would give the edge to Sakazuki purely because just the amount of tools that it has and how quickly it cycles through the deck to get the tools it needs.
Yeah.
But I give Law the edge of being able to go wider, quicker. Excuse me. But yeah, so he dropped the Searcher Law. I love this card. It's one of the few ways that you can continue to generate hand advantage in this deck. Oh, and the Penguin Tachi. There it is.
So the reason why I want to give Law a little bit more of an edge in this matchup is because not only is he removing, but one of Sakazuki's biggest weakness is going up against decks that go wide. And Law goes wide while also removing. And a lot of Sakazuki's cards on board, besides the 7-cost Borsellino, are pretty low attack power. And Law is able to reduce those powers just like that with the snap of his fingers. So I think it's going to be really interesting for Sakazuki being able to handle this while still having to deal with a wide board. And there's a Great Eruption. He's going to start getting rid of that board.
So he can't Lucci anymore, right? He dropped. He spent 1. What are we looking for? I'm thinking maybe a brand new. He's going to try to search.
Yeah, I know, seeing that in the hand. But it's kind of a waste searching and not removing what he used Great Eruption on. So he's going to have to play something that removes that card. Because then why would he even play that? So he's definitely got the tactical leader.
A Hound Blaze to bottom deck, buff the leader, and then swing.
Yes. Yeah, there's the Hound Blaze. Yeah.
A little early, but like you were saying, this matchup is very seesawy, right? I mean, like, you can say, like, oh, I'll give the edge a little bit over here, a little bit over there, but at the end of the day, it just comes down to who can get their combos off more efficiently.
Yeah.
But like right now, I'll just give the plus to Law because he still has something left on board, right? And Sakazuki just has to pass here.
He just swung 8 there. He took that life. We're at 4 down with the Law player, and we're most likely going to be seeing this Law player be at this 4 or 5 down mark for the whole game, just because that's how Law works. I can kind of predict this Law just swinging 7s. I feel like that might be a good play because he doesn't really need to play anything.
Not yet. That's going to be later, right? That's when you have like 2 to 3 5Ks on board. Because like you said, you're staying at low dawn. So either you're playing cards or you're swinging. You're not.
Yeah, you're not doing both. So he has 4 done up. We might see a Brook.
Love this Brook.
Okay. What Brook is that? I can't tell what that Brook is.
This is the OP1 Brook that when you swing, it can drop 2.
Oh, okay.
By 2K.
Yeah.
It's
that's a really good. Yeah. I think this would be.
I'd be surprised if this lasts more than 1 turn because.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if it survives for 1 attack.
Yeah. But
here we
so
go.
Use leader ability.
What? Yeah, 6 done, 7 done. I can't count. 6 done. There you go. He spread it out for me.
Yeah. There we go. He heard you. He heard.
Yeah, he heard me through the screen,
through the cosmos. But we can sort of get a solid view of Sakazuki's hand, and already like this is the chronic problem with this deck is how little counter it has, right?
Yeah.
And it makes up for it because it can cycle it back with Mancherry and Rebecca. But with decks that are hyper aggressive that don't even give you the opportunity to do that, are like are going to have the most success against Sakazuki in this matchup.
Yeah.
So he's swaying 9. Another Houndblaze. Wow. Okay.
Man, this just feels so tough. But I don't know. Me personally, it just feels really bad as a Sakazuki player, just using so many resources to get rid of a 4-cost character. Like, he just played 2 cards of his hand, and he only has 3 cards in hand now. And
you're not going to feel too bad. You're not going to feel too bad because that's all Law has, right? Law doesn't go too tall.
I guess that's true too. But once Law goes wide, it's going to be so easy for him to just swing with really like magic numbers. And the Sakazuki player won't have the gas to kind of handle all that.
Yeah. I'd love to see an ulti page 1 combo out of the Law player right now.
Do you run that in Red Purple Law?
I don't see why not. Honestly, like I think you do. I think it's definitely something.
That's interesting. I never would have thought they would run that in Law. I just don't know if there's a space for it in the Red Purple Law is the thing.
I feel like you should make the space because it's exactly what Law wants to do, right? Dawn minus and establish a wide board. Yeah, it doesn't facilitate towards the removal, but you're getting a 5 and a 6k for 4 Dawn.
So it looks like he thinks about swinging 7 with Leader. I don't see that Hina surviving this turn. It's pretty easy to reduce the attack on that character and remove it. So it looks like he's going to take that with 6.
We're playing 1.
Yeah, there's the Gordon.
4. Yep. Bottom
so it looks like that Hina.
Yeah, that Hina's gone.
Oh, so he chose not to do it yet because he doesn't want to waste.
Well, he has to spend the Dawn first.
He has to spend the Dawn first. Yeah, that's smart.
Oh,
wait, ulti?
Or is he just playing
he's playing ulti. Okay,
that's tough. That is tough.
And then he plays another ulti through Leader ability. Okay. Now so that is a crazy turn there. Like 2 4 costs on the board is really difficult for Sakazuki to remove, especially with only 5 cards in hand. Like he'll have to spend a lot of resources to get rid of both of them.
Now again, like here you can kind of teases the power of the ulti page 1 combo because you could have had ulti page 1 and another card.
Another ulti, yeah.
So I mean, like this move could have potentially been crazier.
Yeah.
But again, this is still solid. This is still really solid. Now Sakazuki, I think.
What are you looking for as a Sakazuki player? Like, how do you like keep finding the cards to remove this? Are you trying to build up a board? Are you still focused on removing? So he's got a brand new. What do you think he's looking for?
I mean, like 3 Rebeccas.
3 Rebeccas.
That is so rough.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh!
That
what a
feels
whiff.
so
that is
bad.
the worst whiff I have ever seen. So, you asked me what does he need? He needs that to not happen.
Exactly. Listen, the only time I've seen someone have worse luck than that is when Irrelevant plays Katakuri. That was just really bad luck.
Irrelevant, if you're watching, just know that comes from a place of love.
Please, Irrelevant. I know you have counters. Just make sure you draw them next time, okay?
Okay, so he dropped another brand new and he picked up the Tsuru. So cards like Tashigi and Tsuru, they're gonna help manage your opponent's costs on board. Yeah. But again, 4 cards. If even 2 of them,
I can't help but feel like this was a wasted turn from the Sakazuki player. He didn't really do much.
But again, that just came down to the RNG, right? Like, the brand new was tough.
He was able to get a. How did he get that Borsalino? Did he have 4 down? It looked like he had 2 left.
Yeah, he had 4. No, he had 4 down left.
Oh, he had 4 down. Okay.
He had 4 down.
He might have just had it grouped up weirdly. Man, at this point,
sorry, go ahead. You were saying?
No, I was thinking I wouldn't feel too bad of just swinging 6s with both ultis, just getting resources out of their hand, and maybe force that Borsalino to block. So it looks like he's gonna swing. But 2.
Yeah, I mean,
and honestly, he can even remove that Borsalino really easily. He bottom decks it.
Yeah,
because the leader ability bottom decks, it doesn't destroy.
Exactly.
So that
so he just gamma knifed it, so it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. He's not gonna survive.
Searcher Law. Huge tempo swing in the Law's favor, and just looking at
there goes there. There's so you were onto something with the ulti page 1.
I'm telling he just he
didn't
find the pieces at the right time.
That is a scary looking board staring down at the Sakazuki player. So he's swinging fives all the way through.
I mean, we can see Sakazuki's hand, right? Eric just does not have the answers right now. He has Atsuru, Tashigi, and a Rob Lucci.
So he's going to have to take that.
Another Tashigi.
Another 5. Yeah, that's an easy counter there. And another 5. Man, that is just some tough swings. Yep. And I know it feels bad having to get rid of that 2K, but he has to do it.
It's all he has, right?
Yeah, it's all he has.
So we got another Great Eruption. Sorry, that's a Hound Blaze.
That's a Hound Blaze, yeah. So he does have that Lucci in hand, I can see, but I'm trying to see how he... I'm trying to see how he'd be able to even utilize it.
I mean, again, he can get rid of maybe 2 cards here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Now, does Hound Blaze, what is Hound Blaze reduced by?
That's a good question. Let me double
check. I think it's by 2. I'm pretty sure. I haven't played Sakazuki myself. I just know that when they play Hound Blaze,
one of your leaders or characters gains 3K during the turn, then place 1 character. So it doesn't reduce on its own. You have
it doesn't do it on its own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Place.
Yeah, then I can't. I don't see how that Lucci's gonna help him out in the situation.
Like I said, he just he doesn't. Him having used the Tsuru and the Tashigi as counter, he no longer has the means to get rid of majority or maybe even all of the board. Because right now you get 1 reduction off of leader ability. Tashigi, you got to spend 3 Dawn, and then you got to rest her, and then I think she takes off 2 more, and then that's it.
Right? Yeah, I know this Sakazuki player is really
so he can clear both. He can clear 2. He can definitely easily clear 2 cards because here it's like either the Hound Blaze or the Lucci.
The Lucci will definitely get rid of the 3-cost law. He'll get rid of 1 card with that. Because if he swings with leader, he could put that down to 2, and then he can at least get rid of 1 card with the Lucci.
So he could bring 1. He could bring a 3 cost down to 2, and then he can use Tashigi to bring something else down further to bring it to a 1, and then drop the Lucci. But the problem is he's at 1 life, and he'll only have the Hound Blaze in hand.
Yeah, in hand.
So,
yeah.
I mean, I just
that's death sentence at that point.
Yeah, I think you got to use the brand news here to clear out the ultis.
But do we know how many cards are in the Law's hand? I couldn't tell. It has to be. I think it was like 2 or 3. So it looks like he's gonna do that. He's gonna start swinging at the board.
Okay,
so he swings 7 at ulti, and then reduce Law to 2.
This is definitely the way to do it.
Yeah, okay. I really do like this play here. Now he's thinking.
I don't like it, right? Because it's just the best that he's got.
Yeah, exactly. In terms of what he can. Okay.
Hound Blaze is on that.
Hound Blaze here.
Bottom decks it, and then he's going to stack and try to kill the ulti. All right, that was a line of play I didn't see.
That was a really good play. That was. So awesome.
You can tell I'm not a Sakazuki player. I'm just trying to get by on game knowledge.
No, but that was really good. Very, very well. He used all the resources he had, and honestly, he did enough to survive this turn. And honestly,
we don't know. He's got 1 life left, right? I mean, and there's 2 swings on the other side. So if Law full commits, and he's only
has 3 Dawn. He only has 3 Dawn. After this turn, he has 1 Dawn. Now he's gonna get 3 Dawn. It still okay, and he counters out of that. So, oh wait, no, this is still the Sakazuki's turn, right?
Yeah, he just used leader ability.
He just used leader ability. Okay.
Yeah, he just cycled out the Lucci, which is no counter. So again, he still does not have any more counter, and the Ice Age isn't going to do anything here because there's no follow-up removal after that. So even with 3 Dawn, depending on what that last counter is.
So it looks like he just puts the rest on the brand new, and the Law is just going to take that, no problem.
Okay. So he needs this last card.
Yeah. So now I want you to put yourself in the Law player's shoes. You see the opponent's hand 2 cards. You have 2 swings. He has 1 life. Both those swings need to go through the wind. Do you try to go for game this turn?
I mean, again, he can go 7/7. So that's going to be good. If this next card is any counter at all, it's not. Okay, so if he goes 7 here, it's game.
Yeah.
If he goes 7 here, it's game.
Here's the thing. The Sakazuki player kind of highlighted that it's not a counter.
Okay, so
What?
the trigger makes you
Oh,
discard.
make a discard. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, he wasn't gonna play anything either. So,
Yeah,
that's
he
game.
feels pretty
Fair
comfortable,
enough.
and he's gonna swing.
It's not that he feels comfortable. It's like, what else can he do? He has
Yeah,
3 Dawn, right?
exactly.
Like if he plays it, he's losing next turn anyway. Good
No,
game.
that's
Good
true.
game from
Good
both
game.
players.
I was really surprised by the law player of this game. I think he did exactly what he needed to do because Sakazuki can't handle the tempo. Unfortunately, Sakazuki, he did have the answers in his hand. He just didn't get to play them.
No,
in
he didn't.
time.
If anything, I think it was a really rough showing from Eric because again, that brand new trashing 3 Rebeccas is just awful. That is such a staple.
I know when that happened, his heart must have just sank. That is just such a tough thing to see.
That's tough.
But at the end of the day, it is a card game. You can't account for everything. I respect for Eric for playing it through despite all the bad luck he might have drawn. But definitely a great showing from both players.
Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys sticking around for the game and keep it coming. We got more games to follow up. The tournament's heating up, and we're making our way to Top Cut. So stay tuned, fellas.
Have a good one, guys.